Evening, guys. I am sitting here on a Thursday night, almost about to be Friday morning, say probably 15 minutes out. I look like ass, but that's okay. I give a shit. I don't mind. It's all good. I'm not a beauty queen. I'm not trying to win any fashion shows. It's a good thing, because I wouldn't. But I don't care. I went out and did some DoorDash earlier. I don't know how long I was out for. I'm sure if I really wanted to sit here and try and, like, figure it out, I could, but I just don't feel like it. I was out long enough. They had a $2 incentive, from, it was actually from like 5:30 to, I think it was to 1. So I was out. I scheduled myself until 2. So, and I was out there at 11. I don't know. I don't freaking care. But as soon as I hit 2 o'clock, I just decided to come on home. I was out south, and I don't know, I just didn't feel good about driving with the whole brake situation. But that will be remedied on Saturday, so that's good. That's a load off. Yeah, so I came home and played Civilization, and that was a lot of fun until Rome decided that they wanted to, out of the blue, for I don't know why, for reasons unbeknownst to me, he's like, I'm gonna come kick your ass now. And I'm like, but why? Why? I don't know what's going on. I thought we were friends. We were friends. He was all complimenting me and shit. He was all like telling me how fabulously I was doing at extending my borders, and we had trade routes going back and forth, and I thought we were friends, and then next thing I know, he's all sending his Trojans into my main city and like burning it and shit. I was like, but why? What happened? Oh well, what are you gonna do? And then on the other side, I had barbarians coming in and like burning my fields, my sugar plantation, which is one of my luxury resources. I don't understand why. And then, like, from that, like, down below, there's this other, like, city state that was coming in and, like, killing my capital city or whatever, where the governor was. I don't know why. I didn't know city states attacked I didn't, and we were friends too. We all had, like, I don't know, those one things. I don't know what they're called. I don't know what happened. I just got to a point where I'm like, screw you guys. I'm going home. Oh well. It's just a game. I decided I'd do something frivolous and play Civilization, and it just got me all worked up. So I went and I took a hot bath, which was really nice. And I did this whole pore thing on my face, like for your pores, so my face feels all soft. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know, my energies have just been super off the last 2 days. I mean, since yesterday. Probably Monday. No. Yeah, probably all week. They've been off. To be honest, I felt like things were kind of getting like edgy Saturday night. And they've just progressively just been amped up. And so, I think mainly the last 2 days, they've been more accelerated because, the break situation. So, I'm sure that's it, because, you know, I feel like on Tuesday I felt fabulous. You know, I was like doing my terrain run that was really fun, and I don't know, maybe I just need to get back out there and do something. I don't know, maybe I'll do that tomorrow, because I'm not going to go do DoorDash. I already decided that I don't think that's a good idea. And yeah, so maybe I'll just go and do another terrain run, and maybe I will fill a backpack with some weights and do that. I think it'll probably help my mental state a lot. I mean, when I'm doing DoorDash, I try and like run a lot, like up the stairs and, you know, that kind of shit. But yeah, I mean, this week I haven't really been vibing with the whole exercise thing. But I mean, because my energies just feel off, I decided I would do a energetic tarot reading. And I think that I think it helped a lot. I think it clarified a lot of things. And then also I think that I know it gave some pretty helpful advice, and just kind of like, I don't, reaffirmed different things I already knew that was, you know, really, that was beneficial. I can't even tell you how beneficial that was. So I thought that I would go over that reading with y'all, because I liked it, and I want to show my cards off because I love my new cards. Thanks, Connie. But for some reason I can't flip this. I don't know why. Why does it do that? Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. So I'm going to have to stop this and then flip it and go over the reading with you. Okie dokie, guys, I'm back to go over the reading that I did tonight. It is an energy reading, just kind of like what energies I'm putting out and how those energies are attracting the energies that I am receiving right now. And so you can see it's a 3-card spread. So the first card is the Nine of Worlds, and that is the current energy that I'm emitting. And then the second card is the Sage of Wands, and that is the energies that I am attracting. And then the third card is the Three of Cups, and that is oh, I got a cramp in my hip. That is how to attract more positive energies. Okay, so the first card, and you'll notice that all of these cards are in reverse. You know, for some reason, throughout my tarot practice, for some reason, I would say that every reading I've done for myself, for some reason or the other, they are predominantly reverse. They are predominantly in reverse. I mean, so much so that at a certain point in my practice, I decided that I was just going to stop doing the reverse, and all my tarot cards were just going to be upright. If they came out reverse, I was flipping that shit. And I don't know why I did that. You know, I feel like for some reason along the way I picked up, I don't know, kind of an energy that reversed cards were, there was a stigma, a negative stigma attached to reversed cards. And I have recently just started practicing with the reversal in tarot, and I'm coming to find that reversal is not negative at all. I mean, I don't feel like there is a negative tarot card other than the Tower. I don't know. And it's not really a negative either. It's a scary one. I hate getting the Tower. But yeah, so for a while I just didn't do reversed. Everything was upright, and like I said, just it's only just been recently that I've started reading the reverse interpretation, and I feel like my practice, my tarot practice, has been greatly enhanced. It's very rewarding. It's much more rewarding. So anyways, like I said, all of these are in reverse, and you know, that makes sense to me because first of all, you know, my world's been pretty topsy-turvy, and I feel like when you're you know, and it's difficult at times, but I feel like when you're going through, you know, an awakening, and you know, you're shifting from one vibration to a higher vibration, I feel like there you are gonna have those shaky days. And you know, like I said, the last 2 days have been pretty shaky. So the first card is the Nine of Worlds in reverse, and again, that is my current energies. And in a traditional deck, the Nine of Worlds would be worlds would be they would be discs, pentacles, or coins. So just for that reference. So this is just encouraging my energies today were, you know, there was a lot of self-reflection, and you know, really focusing and trying to stay with the self-love that I've been working on, you know, and just kind of like giving myself allowances for things that I need to give myself allowances for, and just staying constantly in that state of forgiveness where I am concerned. So you know, it encourages you to spend a good deal of time in self-reflection. So my energies kind of were, you know, just kind of like going within, and you know, or just, you know, even like the civilization thing, just, you know, doing something frivolous, and you know, it's kind of like self-care. And I know that, you know, some people may be like, oh, not a computer game, that's not good for you, that's not self-care. But for me it was, you know, I stretched my muscle, my gray matter muscle, whatever, you know, I stretch that logic, strategic, you know, I love that part of my mind, and I'm not too shabby at it until Rome comes up and starts kicking my ass for no good reason out of the blue when I'm not expecting it. I do know that I'm going to start working on my military faster, but I digress. But you know, it just is kind of it encourages you to be kind to yourself. And like I said, I feel like that is how I spent my day. I just kind of pampered myself, and it was, you know, I think very necessary for me. It also, you know, kind of like calls to mind my my habitual nature of questioning my self-worth, and also a reminder that I deserve to be wealthy in all facets of life. And just, you know, kind of like, hey, you know, asking me to, you know, I think that with any tarot card, there's always an invitation along with what you're asking. And I feel like this invitation is, you know, just inviting me to invest in myself. Also, it's, you know, I have been, you know, trying to figure out, you know, the whole employment thing. And I don't know if just because the state of the world, the way it's in, a lot of people have just not been hiring. I do know that a lot of people are applying for the same thing that I am applying for, and I don't know. So that's kind of frustrating, but it's just, you know, calling on me to be methodical and disciplined in regards to employment search. And also it suggests that maybe I'm feeling a little burnt out spiritually, which I think so, absolutely, because I mean, that's one of the reasons I played Civilization. I just didn't have it in me for a while to, you know, touch base with my spirituality. It's you know, it can get exhausting. So, you know, I think that the Civilization was a good break for me. So that was cool. And then it does, you know, even though you're feeling you know, burnt out, it's important still to touch base with that spirituality, you know, and you know, get back to it, you know, get back on that horse. And you know, even if it's like just like a small study or meditation, a small meditation, you know, just something to get you back there. And so that's why I decided to do this reading, and I think that, you know, it helped a lot. So that is the Nine of Worlds. And then the next card is the Sage of Wands in reverse. And that is in a traditional tarot deck, there is not a Sage of Wands. I've gone over this also, but it is in this deck, they're called the inner family card. I mean, inner family cards. In the traditional tarot deck, they would be the court cards, the courtly cards, the sage, the knight, the queen, and the king. And in this, there is no king. The man. So in this deck, it's the child, the man, the woman, and the sage. And the man acts as both the king and the knight. And so the sage would be, as I've said before, like that elder, like the tribe elder, or the sage. It also, you know, acts as the grandparent, that wise old grandparent. So with the Sage of Wand, again, this is what energies I am bringing to me. Since it's in reverse, and I'm not overly sure how to interpret this, but in the book it talks about how I don't know, I'm a lonely visionary, and I'm destitute and misunderstood. I'm no service to others, and I'm unable to use wisdom in the world. And I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. I don't think that that was my, I mean, I was service today. I folded Stormy's laundry for her, and, you know, I fed the dogs, and I plan on doing a great deal more tomorrow. And, you know, I try to be of service often. And so I don't necessarily agree with this, and I am working on wisdom. And, you know, today was a day that I spent, you know, a good deal of, you know, contemplative thought on wisdom. And, you know, I don't know, just trying to find, also, no, basically today was just me trying to find peace within myself. And so I don't necessarily agree with this card, and so I read it in upright. I did the upright meaning, and the upright meaning would be somebody who is I don't like going within, so they can have a greater sight in their outside world, in the world around them. And I don't know, I feel like the energy I was getting back from the energies that I was putting out were kind of an affirmation to do exactly what I was doing today. So like I said, you know, and when you're doing tarot, you have to, especially with a new deck that isn't a traditional deck, I think you just have to kind of go with your own gut feeling. And so that was my gut feeling. And then we have the Three of Cups in reverse. And that Three of Cups is an invitation, I feel like, to and this is, again, this is how to attract more positive energy and abundance to me. So the Three of Cups, I feel like it's an invitation to enhance, I don't know. And, you know, I feel like there's so many different ways to interpret this card in reverse. So one of the ways is the Three of Cups, kind of like, I don't know, I feel like I feel like it's saying, you know what, you've spent a good deal of time alone in contemplative thought, and I know that that's comfortable for you because you don't have to, you know, right now, for some reason, when I have to interact with too many people, I'm very much an introvert right now, and when I have to interact with too many people for too long, I just feel like I have it's like I have a really bad sunburn, and I have to wear clothes that I don't want to wear because it's very irritable to the sunburn, and so I just rather not have clothes. That's kind of how I feel, you know, with interacting with people. But this is, I feel like it's saying, you know, it's time for you to like get out of that comfort zone, because it's gonna start, you know, becoming a trap, or, you know, something that's not gonna be it's not gonna be great for me. And so it's, you know, it's kind of like saying, get out there in your community and see what you can do to, you know, build that sense of community, especially right now, and work on reaching out, and, you know, not going alone, you know, that you know, I'm spending too much time in alone. And it could also, in a literal sense, it could indicate a reunion of some sort, from somebody that I haven't been around in a long time. But I'm not picking that up from this card at all. It also encourages continued gratitude for support from friends and family. It also can indicate a new romance, and if that's something that you're interested in, it encourages you to get out and mingle. I'm not interested in that. That's not something I'm looking for at all. I want to make friends, and that's about as far as I want to go with any kind of like relationship, quote unquote. It also is warning me not to be attached to money. Money is flowing in fine. It may be flowing out as fast as it's flowing in, but not to fret about that, and not to give in to feelings of jealousy or envy for somebody else's, you know, status financially, their financial status. It also invites you, when you feel like you want to get anxious about something like that, it invites you to see it as the Creator's wealth flowing in and out. It's encouraging fellowship with others, and fellowship with others that are like-minded, and just to do that, to deepen my own spirituality. It's an excellent time to learn from the experience and attitudes of others who may have, like I said, a like-minded, you know, spiritual bent. And it's just, you know, I'm picking up that it's just telling me that now is not the time to be alone. Now, somebody else may look at this card and say, well, this is encouraging you to withdraw, to, you know, become solitary, to spend some time in solitude. And I'm not picking that up from this card. For some reason, that's not how I'm feeling. I'm feeling more like it's saying, it's telling me you need to get the F out there and commune with your community. So that's that. Like I said, I think it was a good reading for me. I think that I needed it. I think that it put me in a better place for sure. So that's good. And, you know, I am so grateful for my daughter. I think she's an amazing kid. And, you know, I don't think that I could be getting through what I'm going through right now without her. I mean, I call her today because I'm like struggling with this thing, you know, I'm like, Kayla, how do I rejoice with somebody else that I don't want to rejoice with? And she's like, you just have to force yourself to do it, Mom. You just have to force yourself to do it. And I was like, you know what? She's right. It's telling that small self. It's like I've said before in the past, you have to tell that small self, you stop it. We're going to rejoice. And so I did. I rejoiced with somebody today that I struggle rejoicing with. And I feel like it was a necessary part of my evolution, and I don't know if I could have done it without Kayla, because, you know, in the back of my head, you know, my higher self is like, you just do it, you just do it. And, you know, but it took Kayla to, you know, spell it out. You just do it, Mom. You just got to do it. And so, you know, I appreciate Kayla so much. I'm very grateful for her. I don't know. She's my spiritual sister in this existence. I think that it was necessary that I came here with her, or we were here together in this journey, in this time around. I'm glad that she's with me. So anyways, I think that's about all I have to say. Hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope that, you know, if you want one, if anybody watches this and you want one, I'm more than happy to do it. I love doing tarot readings, and I would be happy to do one for you. So anyways, you guys have a great night, and I guess it's a great morning. Happy Friday. And I love you, and don't forget to live abundantly.